Good afternoon, this is Bob Iaccino coming to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago talking energy. Let's talk about natural gas for a minute. Pretty wide range in natural gas today from about 2.89 down to about 2.841. And while that may not seem like much when you do percentages, that's over a percent range on that. It's a bigger range than we had yesterday. So that wide range was caused by a sell-off early in the day and then a rally after the EIA numbers to finish slightly higher. Really, if you look at it on a chart, it almost looks unchanged, but it was a slightly higher finish. The EIA report was the main reason for that. We got a larger than expected weekly rise in supplies. It was larger than this particular week's 5-week average. That's one of the ways that they look at the natural gas supplies, because there's such a seasonal effect in that gas, and that seasonality gives for a good weekly build or draw 5-week average. And this particular build that we saw was larger than expected versus the 5-year average of the normal build for this week. So that was very significant. Now that larger than expected is probably what caused the earlier sell-off, but then when you look at where the supplies are now, we are still below the 5-year average for total supplies, and we're below this time last year in terms of total accumulated supplies as well. So that caused a little bit of spike. And then the other thing that affects it besides the seasonality is short-term weather patterns. Currently, we have a hot weather pattern in place across most of the country. It's about to turn cold in the northeast and some part of the upper Midwest, and then it's supposed to spike hot again. So that if that heat actually develops through about September 8th, that will keep demand for the air conditioners that are run on electricity powered by natural gas. Now, normally around this time of the year, we get a weakening of that demand as the weather cools, don't need heat and don't need electricity for air conditioning, so there's no demand on natural gas at all. That's when we get that fall until the winter comes around and spikes it again for heat-driven natural gas demand. We have not seen that yet, and the current weather pattern is hot, then cold, then hot again, so that's going to keep demand elevated a little bit on the high side of things. This is Bob Iaccino talking about a slightly stronger natural gas contract from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago.